Hey, 79 Hurst Tools guy here again. Thanks for stopping by. This one I'm showing you today, or this time around, is a Crosman model 160 Pellgun. And these rifles were made from 1955 until 1971. And during the course of their manufacture, there were 3 separate variants within those years of manufacture. This one you're looking at here is the very first variant, and that was made from 1955 essentially to 1956. And what kind of denotes it there is that there's a barrel band that are in the later versions, the second and third, and then right here there is a cross pin going through the stock, which is not in the later models as well. This rifle here is equipped with a 360 model peep sight, and you can see that built right in here into the back, and safety switch and firing is right there below it. These guns are marked up here on the receiver. I'll say on the left side, Crosman 160 Pellgun, Crosman Arms Company. I want to say it's Fairport, I believe, New York. There is a, what I'll call, I don't know that it would be described as a serial number. They are typically marked right here on the end of the receiver here. There's a 6-digit number that's 118. And then 3 additional digits there that you'll find on them, although I don't think they technically are considered serial numbers on these guns back then, so I'm not sure exactly what the numbers are or were for. This is a CO2, and it was loaded here from the front, but it actually took 2 CO2 cartridges, one fed in downwards, if you will, and then the second one was actually fed in upwards, and there's a punch pin down here for the first one that went in, and there's a punch pin on the cap, and screwed down, and CO2 is released into the chamber here, and there you go. I've read that these are kind of gas hogs, hence needing 2, and then even if you use 2 in the chamber here, you had maybe 30 to 35 good shots before it was expended, or at least very low power. I also have heard that you could use just 1 in there, but I don't think that would be lasting very long at all with this particular gun. I'll show you the back end here and the bolt. Very spring activated, and it takes a little force here to push that back into place after loading your pellet. This one actually is in very nice condition overall. The finish on it, really not much rust or surface rust on there, and that's what kind of attracted me to this gun. Have not fired this one, but it's just a beautiful feeling gun. If you saw the my video for the Crosman Model 70, I've got my magnet here, and that I mentioned in the Model 70 video that, you know, that it was made of plastic. In the prior guns, there was an issue or a question on quality since Coleman had got it, and that's what I'm talking about. These are all steel parts that are on this earlier gun, or manufactured gun, versus that Model 70, excuse me. As I mentioned, there was a total of 3 variants, and the second variant was made from 1956 to 1959. Obviously the differences are going to be, you'll be missing the cross pin, and there will be a barrel band here in the front just before the end of the stock. And then in the third variant was from 1960 to 1971. Again, it has the barrel band, and it also has a die cast trigger, which was adjustable, and that seems to be more potentially desirable just as much as that it's an adjustable trigger. I tend to go for first models if I can, so I don't know that I'll end up picking up a third variant. In the third variant model, there was, and they may have been available on the second as well, but there was also an S331 peep sight, which was a little more deluxe than this one, and the sight was actually marked with S331. There was a military version that was ordered, not sure by which branch, but miniguns were ordered by the military, and it had the adjustable trigger and then the S331 sight. They also came with like a leather sling and or even a web sling, and then of course had that S331. If you find one, those are worth a little bit more money, and I don't know that they actually say anything different as far as the markings go, but if you run across it, they're a little more desirable. There was also a Ted Williams version in this, and then rather than, the marking here, might be able to read it, it's kind of difficult, it's not very well struck, but Crosman 160 Pellgun, it'll say like Sears Ted Williams or Ted Williams Sears, and then the Sears model number, which I want to say started with like a 126 or something, like 126 point something they had on their particular guns. But just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention, and something just to look out for. Like I said, I haven't shot this one, but I think this would be a fun gun to shoot. But if it's going through 2 CO2 cartridges for 35 shots, might get a little pricey to actually shoot and use. But it's a very well-built gun and feels really good in the hands. So thanks for stopping by and taking a look at this one. As always, you're not an owner, you're just a caretaker. Thanks for taking a look.